Hello everyone, welcome back to Key Comics Market Watch. I'm happy to have y'all back for New Release Wednesday. And I have to say, very happy of some of the things I got. Now, as far as new releases, this is my stack right here. As I told you before, I'm downsizing on new stuff, but I want to show you a stack of older stuff right here. And it was another one right here too. So, all right. So first, I'm gonna show off the new stuff. Before we get started, once again, I want to say thank you to everyone for not skipping the skippable ads. If you're new to my channel, the reason why I ask you not to skip the skippable ads is because when you skip the ad, I don't get the ad revenue, and since I'm a small channel, every ad counts towards my revenue, and the revenue will help me grow my channel and hopefully get to the point where I'm getting way better stuff to record with and all types of stuff that I want to get. So thank you everyone for watching the skippable ads, and let's get this haul started, you guys. All right, so the first book that I got was, of course, was the Amazing Spider-Man, the Battle Lines variant. I'm loving this black cat. It's by Shunjin Jo. Shunjin Jo is the artist. Really digging that one. And I know this is supposed to be, I guess, the reveal of that villain from the first issue that's been leading up, supposedly, I guess. I haven't been reading Amazing Spider-Man, even though he's my favorite character tied with Galactus. I just haven't been reading it, so, I don't know what's been going on, but I did manage to get the other cover with the guy, with the villain on the front of it. So I think this is his first cover appearance. So I definitely had to get it. And I'm very happy to get this variant edition for a cover price. All right. Now, I was very happy to get this B cover of DC. It's Teen Titans number 30. It's the Mayhew variant. Is the Mayhew? I'm trying to remember. Dang, I forgot who it is. I think it is Mayhew. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not giving out the wrong information. But when I saw the cover, I was like, oh, I got to get this cover. Let's see. All right. So, oh no, Alex Gardner. Alex Gardner. I'm glad I looked in the inside. So there's an Alex Gardner cover. Looks awesome, all red. I love it. I love it. Now this is supposed to be a semi-key. Supposed to be the first time that Lobo meets Lobo and Crush meet on in comics. So I mean, I'm pretty sure they've already met. They the father. He's the father, but I mean, as far as in comic books, them showing it of them meeting. So it's on the last page. It's on two panels. It's on two pages really. So definitely check it out. I'm very happy to get this Alex Gardner. I said it right? Alex Gardner, yeah. All right, now I have to say, okay, so listen to this, you guys. All right, so today's New Comic Book Wednesday. Of course, Naomi number 5 came out, and it's supposed to show her in her costume, and it's still part of her origin continuance. Now, I'm the first one. Well, I'm not the first. I'm the second one in the door at the LCS that I usually go to. We was all waiting in line, so one guy was ahead of me, but I was second. I go to the Naomi's, number 5. They all now, there's just a regular cover. I didn't see a cover B. Now, the regular cover, just Naomi number 5, they already had jacked the price up. And I'm just like, man, the book, I mean, it's released today, and you guys are already like this is the same place that I talked about in my last video that they jacked up Agents of Atlas, like the same day also. Like when I went there on Thursday, it was jacked up, and it came out that Wednesday. So I was just like, and it was regular cover, not the variants or none of that Agents of Atlas. So I'm just like, are they gonna start doing, like, I've never seen them do this, and I've been going there for a long time. And I'm just like, is this what they're gonna be doing now? Every time they know a certain book is hot, they're gonna jack the price. Like that's not good business. Like I've always loved the way they handled their business, but now the way they doing that, I can't get with it. I mean, they already jack up some of the variants, which I didn't mind because I understand their ratio variance. So I can understand they jack up the price because most places do that. So if it's a 1 in 25 variant, they charging $25. If it's a 1 in 15, they're gonna charge $15. If it's a 1 in 10, they're gonna charge 10. I understand all that. You know what I'm saying? That's understandable. But for a regular book, regular cover to come out and you jack the price on the same day it comes out is just crazy to me. And I can tell you this. The crazy thing about it is that those 8 Ages of Atlas from last week that I was talking about are still there for that jacked up price that they want. They're still there. 6 copies of them still sitting there with that jacked up price. So I don't know what they're thinking. I mean, it's crazy for me to have to even deal with this with LCS that I've been going to for a long time that's never done this. I don't know who's working there or if one of the owners decided to start doing this nonsense, but they need to stop because I can tell you right now, those books are going to sit there. Like, now, as far as the Naomi #5, I don't know. Maybe someone will pay that price, but I wasn't going to pay it. I was just like, you know what? Let me go somewhere else and see, my other spot that's a couple blocks away and see if they had it. And then, of course, they didn't have it. She had none because she didn't even order any. I'm like, oh, man, she doesn't even know that it's a hot book. So she's totally not, she's clueless when it comes to what books are hot. Like, she didn't know Immortal Hulk is hot, Naomi's hot, so she didn't order any because if nobody from a subscription box ordered it, then she wasn't going to order it. So, and I found that kind of crazy, too, that nobody in a subscription box ordered any Naomi. So, because that's a hot title right now. So, didn't find it there. And my friend that I talked about in my last video that I know that, we know each other from the comic book store and he looks at my videos. He was there too. So I ran into him and I told him that I was going to the other spot and then he wound up meeting me at the other spot. And then he was like, man, just go to there was another spot that's a couple, I would say at least a good 10-minute drive away. So I wound up going to that spot. And I told him that if I go there and see them, I'll pick him up a copy. But the crazy thing about it is when I got there, they did have it. I did pick it up. But after you hear my other story, then you're going to be like, okay, there's a reason why I don't have them. So I could have had Naomi #5 for cover price, but I didn't get it. So anyways, I just wanted to talk about that. It's messed up that this LCS that I love going to is doing this stupid stuff. But I'm going to say this. By them doing that, it creates bad karma. I believe in karma. And so I believe karma happens for a reason. And because I'm such a loyal, faithful customer to them and they want to do that stupid stuff and make it where I can't even get the book that I want, I'm the second person walking in the door, listen to this. When they rang up my books, they rang up all the books, right? And they rang this book up. I'm surprised it didn't, show up on my receipt. Like, literally, this is karma for you. Literally, this Immortal Hulk #17 that I picked up, Alex Ross cover. And this is supposed to be the first appearance of the new Abomination, which I haven't had a chance to read this and see and I was going to get the variant cover at first, and they had that for regular price. But I like this cover much better with the reflection of the Hulk in the water and stuff. I'm digging this cover. You know what I'm saying? I really, really like it. Look at that. Look at the Hulk. He looks awesome right there. Like, so this is karma for you because I gave them the books. He rang them up. This one did not pop up at all on my receipt. Like, literally, I got this book for free. Like, if you look at this, I had to look at this when I got home. I was like, hold up, where is the Immortal Hulk? Because I see all the issues: Teen Titans, War of the Realms, Guardians of the Galaxy, Amazing Spider-Man, 2 copies, and a back issue, which I'll show you my back issue, and a soda. And that's it. And I couldn't find this nowhere on my receipt. So I'm like, I got a book for free. That's karma. I call that karma, you guys. So, yeah. So they need to stop because karma is real. So enough about that. I'm going on to the next subject. All right, so I got the War of the Realms #4. Now they had all the variants there, and they had basically all of them were cover price except for the one with the Battle Lines variant. That was the only one that was, I think they wanted $9.99 for it, so I just left it there. But the crazy thing about it, when I went to the other spot that was a couple blocks away, she had the Battle Lines variant for just regular price. But I was just like, I didn't get it because I had already got just the regular cover, which I love. I actually love this cover better than I like any of those variants, to tell you the truth. Arthur Adams just kills it, and I love seeing Venom chained up like that, like a dog. Like it's an awesome cover. It's just great. Look at it. Arthur Adams just kills it every time. Anyway, he's one of my favorite artists. So love this, love it, love it, love it. All right, and I can't wait to read that because War of the Realms has been great. All right, and then of course I got the Battle Lines Guardians of the Galaxy #5 with Gamora on the front, looking awesome. You know what I'm saying? And this is done by Jung Ju Kim. I might be saying it wrong, but I think that's what it is. All right, so those were the new books, you guys. Now the back issue I got is definitely a spec book that I think everyone should be trying to get because if you've seen Avengers Endgame, you know they referenced the little earthquake underwater at Wakanda. Basically, to me, that was a nod to Namor. Namor 9 times out of 10 is coming. So the thing about Namor is this: everyone's going for that Namor #1, and of course his first appearance, his first Silver Age appearance in Fantastic Four, because I doubt anyone's really gonna be able to get his first appearance in the Golden Age in Marvel Comics #1. Woo, that book is we talk about a whole nother level of expensive and rarity and hard to find. So in fact, to this day, since I've been collecting comics, I have never seen a Marvel Comics #1 with the first appearance of Submariner and the original Human Torch, which is Toro, I think, or whatever, Human Torch. But anyways, I have never seen that on nobody's wall. I've never seen that at a convention. I barely even see it go up for auction on any of the big comic sites. You know what I'm saying? Like Comic Lick, Heritage. What's the other one? I've never seen it on eBay, that's for sure. And what's the other one? Pedigree Comics. All of them. I have not seen, never but one time. That's it. And in fact, I think that was Heritage auction that I saw a Marvel Comics #1 being auctioned off. And I've only seen that one time. So very hard book to find. That's a super grail right there. I think that's more of a grail than Amazing Fantasy, first Spider-Man. Like, for real, because Marvel Comics #1 is just... I've seen Amazing Fantasy at a convention. I've seen them on somebody's wall, in the LCS wall, on their wall and stuff. I've seen that book. So, but I've never seen a Marvel Comics #1, like, ever. Like, so that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I've never seen it in person where I can hold it in my hand and look at it. Like, so yeah, that's so nobody's gonna be able to really get that first true Submariner appearance. So you're gonna have to definitely go for the Silver Age appearance of Fantastic Four, and of course his Submariner #1. So besides that, anyways, the reason why I wanted to bring this book up is because at the end of the day, if they do bring Submariner into Black Panther 2, which they speculating, and he does wind up eventually getting his own movie, you got to think, when he get his own movie, who is he going to be fighting? Now, you got a couple of people he could be fighting. Like, he has some nemesis, like Tiger Shark. He has, what's the other guy's name? I always forget his name. I forgot his name. But he does have some regulars. But this one right here is one of his regulars too. And this book is very undervalued, and you can still get it for a good price, you guys. And I actually think the crazy thing about it is, you know how the MCU just totally goes off base on what the comics do. Like, prime example, in the comic books, M'Baku is, an enemy of Black Panther all the time. Like, he's just his arch enemy. Like, he he's never been his friend. So for them to switch it up in the movie had me thinking like, okay, well they could do the same thing with Sab Mariner. One of his arch nemesis in the movie, in the comics, could wind up probably being one of his allies, or it could be his enemy. Who knows? But I definitely think in the first movie that they do of him, there's gonna be multiple people that are key characters that's gonna be in that movie. So this is a character I definitely think is going to be in that movie, and I think he might actually wind up being on Seb Mariner's side. Now, the person I'm talking about is Orca. All right, you guys, this is his first appearance, Prince the Seb Mariner number 23. Now, this is a Silver Age issue, as you can see, 15 center. Now, I managed to get this for $8.99. Now, the thing that knocks this book down is some idiot wrote something on there, I guess his name or whatever. And it has just a couple of little things here and there. But overall, I'm very pleased with the book. But if it wasn't for that writing, but for $8.99, I had to grab it. And I definitely think Orca's definitely going to be a character that definitely this book is a big spec play. I definitely think you need to pick this book up right now while it's under people's radar. Like everybody else is going for all them other books. So while they're going for those books, you need to be going for this book. So definitely you should go for, I think it's Sab Mariner number 4, First Tiger Shark. Because Tiger Shark is definitely a real nemesis of his also. And it's a good possibility that he could show up also. So definitely this is the book I definitely feel you guys should definitely get. So don't say I didn't tell you while nobody's thinking about it, okay, you guys? So if this book becomes hot all of a sudden, and now it's way more than what you could have got it for now, then didn't want to listen to me. So once again, I'm trying to let you know ahead of time, you guys, about a book that is under the radar. So that's the book. All right, you guys. So this is the tale of these books right here. So like I said, I was there about to get the Naomi's. I had the Naomi's in my hand. I also had Naomi number 2, second print in my hand. And what other book? I think Batman and the Outsiders number 1. The new series. And I know there's 2 new characters in that series. So I was about to pick those books up. But the crazy thing is that I have not been to this LCS in a while. And the reason why I had not been to that LCS in a while, I knew about it, but I stopped going to it because of the fact that it was one of those LCS that I constantly complain about that only has new stuff and graphic novels and stuff like that. They literally had no back issues. And I couldn't understand. And, at the last time I was there, I even said to the guy, I was like, why don't y'all have back issues? Y'all are like, it's a part of your business that you're not getting no money off of by not having. And of course they was like telling me that they just didn't have room. And not only that, he was telling me about there's another comic book store like literally four or 5 blocks away that has mad back issues. And so I wound up going to that one, and they did have mad back issues. But that one recently, in like the past couple of months, it disappeared. Like the guy he didn't have like a clearance or anything. All of a sudden, all I know is I drive past one day and it's gone. Like he's not there no more. Everything's gone, no sign, everything empty. And I was like, what the hell? Like, so that one's gone. So I go in the junk that I swore I was never gonna go in again because they had no back issues, just to get that Naomi, and they had back issues. So of course I had to say to the dude that was there today, oh man, it's great you got back issues. And I told him, I said, last time I was here, you didn't have none. I couldn't understand it. And then of course he let me know that, he said, well look, back then, since the other store was there, we had an agreement with them that we wouldn't sell back issues. That was their niche. And we just sold the new stuff. And I was like, okay, that don't make sense to me because you're a whole different business. And like, even though y'all do the same thing, he's a different owner, you're a different owner. That's competition. Like, you should still be able to do what the hell you want to do. It's your store. Like that's just like telling. That's like McDonald's saying to Burger King if they're like down the street saying, "Hey, we sell burgers, so don't sell burgers. You can sell chicken and all that French fries and everything else, but don't sell burgers." You know what I'm saying? Because we sell burgers. So I found that kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, he was just like, yeah, we just recently started getting back issues, and people have been bringing collections. We've been getting collections, and I'm just like looking at their wall and seeing they got long boxes in the middle of the floor, and I was happy. I was like, and when I was seeing stuff, I was like, oh man, they had Avengers #1 CGC. There was a 1.5 though, and they wanted like 1,200 for it, and I've had that book before, and I had it in a higher grade than that. So I really, I was like, I'm good. They also had Hulk 181, but that was I think a 5.0 or 6.0. I don't remember what it was, but I think he wanted like 15, 16, 1700. I don't know, but it was kind of up there, and I was just like, nah, I'm good, And I've had that book too. So I'm just like, and I've had that in a higher grade. So I was just like, I'm good. But as I kept looking, you guys, oh my God, I wound up about to get some books that I saw, but then he put out another box and was like, yeah, also got this stuff that I haven't put out yet, so it doesn't have prices. Everything had prices. So this box he brings out didn't have prices. So he starts going through it, and it's like a lot of keys in there, but it's a lot of stuff I already have. And it was a lot of silver, it was Bronze Age stuff, but I got that stuff, so I was just like, I already got it. But then it was 3 books in there that caught my eye, and I was like, oh. So of course I told him, let me see that one, let me see that one, let me see that one, because I don't have these 3. Now I will say 2 of them I've had before, but that was in my old collection, so I want to get them again. So he was like, well, I could give it to you for this much, and I was like, well, look, let me go out to the middle floor to the other box, see what else I see, and if I pick up some more stuff, then I'm gonna add to it. He was like, okay, and I'll give you even a better price if you add more stuff. And he said, oh, these Naomi Jones are yours too, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get those too. So, long story short, I go to the middle. I find some more books. I found 1, 2, 3 more books in the middle, in the boxes and stuff. He actually had, oh man, in the middle boxes, he had some great stuff that was in high grade, but the prices were a little bit high. But I know he would have negotiated, but I was just like, I was stuck on them 3 books that he didn't price yet. And so I was like, okay, well, let me take these other 3 books, add to it, and with the Naomi's. And then he was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna add the Naomi stuff, but no, in fact, he did. He was like, I'll give you all of this for $240, and then I was just like, I don't know, cause I know I had just spent some money, and I was like, $240 kind of high, and I was just like, So I told him, I said, let me check my bank account real quick. So I went to check my bank account, and then I was just like, no, in fact, before I checked my bank account, he said, how much was you thinking? I was like, more like 200. And then he was like, nah, I can't do 200. And I was just like, okay, well, let me check my bank account. That's when he was like, go ahead, go check your bank account. And so I checked my bank account. Then I told him, I said, yeah, I can only do 200. And I was like, look, if I have to put one of the books back, I put one of the main 3 out of the main 3 that had no price. I was like, I just had to put one. I had to get that one later or something. And I guess he was just like, nah, forget this. I want to sell this now. So he basically was like, well, look, I could give you all of these, but without the Naomi's, I could give you all of it for 200. So I was just like, you ain't say nothing but a thing. I was like, bet. So I didn't get the Naomi's because that was my limit. 200 was my limit. So, but the great thing about it is that I put the Naomi's back, not tripping, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to find the Naomi's somewhere else. That, it just happens like that for me a lot of times. So, I have to say I was very happy with I paid him for the books, Paid him the 200, and then of course he had the what was it called? What is that book called? Year of the Villain. The Year of the Villain #1. You know, the 25 cents ones that I had picked up 4 copies of in my last video. He had them on the table, and I asked him. I said, did you get the variants of them?" He said, "Yeah, I did get the variants." I said, "Yeah, cause you know how much are you selling them for?" And so he pulled them out and he brought both of them out, and he was selling the one of them for 750, and the other one was like 14 something. The one with Lex Luthor was 14 something. The one with Catwoman with Cheetah was 750. And I was just like, "Oh, okay." And then he was like, "Do you want one of them?" And he was like, "I'll give you the Cheetah one." And I was like, "What, to sell?" And he was like, "Nah." He said, "You can have it." And I was like, "For real?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll take the Cheetah, Joe." So he threw that in for free. So because I definitely wasn't gonna buy it. I was just like, "Nah, I ain't buying it," you know. So he gave it to me for free. So I think I did pretty good, you guys. So for 200, let me show you what I got. So I'm gonna start off with the cheapest thing first. So I got Stormwatch #3. It was he had that priced at $1, but it's like I said, all this is 200. The whole stack right here was $200. Okay, so he had this price for $1. The reason why I got Stormwatch #3 is I've been telling everyone this is the first appearance of Backlash. He's an awesome character. Brett Booth did an amazing job on this series. So check it out. Get this issue. I'm telling you, sleeping on Backlash. Like, this book right here is cheap. You can find it in the dollar bins all day. So go out there, find this book, and pick up as many copies as you can, because I'm telling you, if they ever do something with Backlash, yeah, and he's an awesome character. Like, I'm trying to tell you, he's an awesome character. I'm surprised they're not doing nothing with him right now. So I picked that book up for $1, and then I picked up Strange Tales 173, and he had that one priced for 10. Now the reason why I got this book, now this is the 5th appearance of Brother Voodoo, but I didn't get it because of that. I got it because it's the first appearance of Black Stallion, which is this guy right here. Now Black Stallion, lately they've been using him. He's been with the Deadpool Mercs for Money or whatever. But he's been appearing here and there. I will put it to you like that. He's mystical, just like Brother Voodoo and all that stuff. So definitely a character that could pop up and, you know, eventually. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a book that's very undervalued, and I definitely think it's a spec play. So I had to get Black Stallion because, for all you know, even though Brother Voodoo, they talking about him being in the Doctor Strange movie, Black Stallion could be in that movie too. We don't know yet. So it's a lot of things we don't know yet. So it's a possibility. So I definitely suggest, if you see this book, definitely get this book. All right, you guys. Now, I got Detective Comics 583, and he had that price at 15. Now this book right here, when I saw this, I was like, oh. I said, I've been looking for this book for a while, you guys. Now this is the first appearance of the Tranquillus. Hold on, I forgot who it is, but all I can tell you is I've seen this book in a CGC 9.8 on Comic Link sell for like $500 to $600. Yeah, and when I saw it sell for that much, I was like, what the hell? Like, I never knew this book was that high in value. So definitely I had to, I just recently looked on eBay to see how much the 9.8s. Now the 9.8s on eBay are going for 300 and something. So they're definitely undervaluing the 9.8s, because I'm telling you, I've seen it on Comic Link maybe a couple of months ago sell for the high 500s. So definitely, if you could get that 9.8 that they're selling for 300 or something, I would suggest you get it if you have the money to get it, because they definitely undervalue that 9.8. So definitely, this is a book that I was very happy to see, and it's definitely looked like a 9.8 candidate. So very happy about that. All right, so these are the 3 books. So I'm gonna start off with one of the books that I did. Basically, the last book is the one I've never had. I've had the first 2 books. So, what's wrong, Mama? Okay. All right, so this book right here I've had before, but I want it back in my collection. Now, I have to say this. This book was hot, super hot, and I guess since he's been in so many movies now, it's kind of cooled off some, but it's still a high demand book. It's still a lot of sales are selling for this book. Like if you go on eBay, you'll see how much has been sold. Like it's still selling. Like it's still a hot book, but the value has gone down some, which I don't understand because I'm like this character to me. It seems like as he's in more and more movies, the more I'm falling in love with this character. Like I really love this character. So it's a Marvel premiere number 47. First appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man. Now there is an Avengers issue that is the first appearance of Scott Lang, but this is the first appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man. And I was very happy to get this book. Definitely happy to get it back in my collection. Definitely a high grade book. Very happy with it. All right. Now the second book, like I said, I've had this book before. In fact, I just recently picked up one of them for $1, but it was the one that they give away, the giveaway one. Now this is the one that you actually had to buy. So it's Batman Beyond #1 and 9.8 candidate also definitely. Now right now this book just raw is going for 100 on eBay, like, and 9.8s are definitely going for a nice grip, like almost $300-$400. So definitely happy to get another one of these back in my collection. Like I said, the one I got for $1 recently, and I is in one of my hauls, is the one that they gave away for free that has this blank, and the comic book stores could stamp their whatever comic book store it is, they could stamp it in there. But the one I got doesn't have, is blank, so they did stamp it, which is good. You know what I'm saying? So, but very happy to get that. And then the third book, like I said, I didn't have this book. So happy to finally have this book. Now I will say I wish it was in a higher grade. Now the front of the book is amazing. It looks pretty good. I would say the front of the book is not that amazing, but I would say this, I like it. I was satisfied with the front, but the back is where it has issues. Like the whole middle of the back, it looked like somebody just did like this, like with some not water, but somebody rubbed it. Like, I don't know, I can't even explain it. It made me mad when I saw the back. I was like, right in the middle too. So it's Justice League of America number 75. It's the first what is it, Black Canary? So very happy to finally get this book. Like I said, presents well on the front. My daughter's trying to get some muffin, and she about to eat my muffin instead of eating all her blueberry muffins she got over here. She rather eat my muffin. No, mine. So very happy to get this book. Like I said, I wish the back didn't have the issues, but very happy to get this book. So yes, so those books for $200, I think I did it really good, especially considering what I got.
Yay,
for $200. Yeah.
Expensive
Now
book.
this is the free book that he gave me, is the Art Germ variant of the villain. So, and as you can see, it was a 25-cent book. You see what I'm saying? But they wanted $7.50, but he gave it to me for free. So it can't be free, you guys. So I guess he was just happy that, I spent that type of money with him. But I explained to him, I was saying, back issues, you'll have customers that'll come in here and they might have all the new stuff, but if you got back issues, they might buy some back. And it was crazy was, as soon as I walked in there and looked at the Naomi's and noticed he had back issues, and I went over there to look at the stuff, he already had someone at the register buying. He spent probably about $300 on back issues. Like he had some keys, like some good old Silver Age keys there, and he spent a good grip. So just off of that guy and me, he made good money off of back issues. Just and that's what I understand. If you own a comic book store, you need back issues. Back issues will help you make money. Cause trust and believe, whatever he paid, I mean, even though I paid $200 for this, I bet you any amount of money he did not pay nowhere near $200 off whoever he bought it from, off whoever's collection that came in there and sold it to him. And I'm pretty sure he might have been fair, but at the end of the day, it's still not even close. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they're gonna make their money. So if you own a comic book store, you need to have back issues. There should be no comic book stores that don't have back issues. It's just bad business if you do that to yourself. So once again, you're my baby. That's my baby.
Oh, God.
I love my big baby. All right, so that's it, you guys. So I'm not gonna rant about stuff. But yeah, comic book shops, LCS, get your stuff together so you can stop going out of business. You go out of business for a reason. The ones that go out of business because they don't do the things the right way. Like I always say this. Like if I go to a LCS, I always tell them that, maybe if you're struggling or you're not doing good, maybe you need to go to one that's doing good and go in there, browse around, look, and just see how they handle their customers, how they're doing their business. See how if they're successful, then obviously they're doing something right. So go in there and see what your competition is doing, and take some stuff from whatever they're doing. Like it's not against the law to do that. You can do whatever they do and do the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? And it'll work because obviously they're being successful. I never understood why a LCS owner wouldn't do that anyway. I give you a prime example. The one comic book store in the whole area of the DMV that I definitely, if I was to ever open a comic book store, that I want to do business just like them is Third Eye Comics. Third Eye Comics is far. It's in Annapolis, Maryland, so it's like about a 45-minute drive for me. Sometimes 30, depending on if there's no traffic, how fast I'm going. I try not to go too fast. I try to go speed limit. But anyways, man, the way they got their stuff laid out and the way they handle their business, man, it's. I think every LCS needs to go in there at least one time and go in there and see. And they can understand how business is done. Like, really, how business is done. Because that's how business is done. Now, they're humongous, but you don't have to be humongous like that to, let's say you're not even a big store. It doesn't matter. As long as you take what they're doing and incorporate into your store, like of how they do their business. You know what I'm saying? And the way they do their business is right. It's probably the amount of money they probably make in one day is probably crazy because every time I go in there, it's always a lot of people in there. They got so much stuff and people are constantly buying stuff. Like they are a busy store. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. So anyways, stop, move. Come on now, stop it. Okay. So everyone, I'm gonna end this video now. The video's been long enough. So thank you everyone for looking at my channel. If you like this video, subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the Galactus Head and make sure you hit the bell so you can get notified every time I put out a video. And until next time, everyone,
Peace.
check out these 2 old videos of mine just in case you might have missed out on some good stuff. And until next time,
peace. I almost took my I took my own muffin.
Okay, good. All right, so peace, everyone.